Hi everyone, welcome to Morning Coffee Break. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm gonna definitely want to walk some. Birds, I hear birds out here. I see them at the feeders. I need to clean this up. I don't know, I've got other things to do today, but I need to get all this out of here to get ready, let it rest, let the ground rest some for spring. This one got turned around here. So I'm supposed to go that way. All right. It's like a spring day today for sure. It's warm. No wind. That's good. Yesterday it was really windy. I need to start walking more, since it's not as cold. Of course, it'll get cold again, I'm sure. But I definitely need to walk. I've put on some pounds again. I lose it, I gain it back. I lose it, I gain it back. I need to start limiting so much sugar, especially late at night. Like a little table right there they've put out, a little coffee table. I don't really have any place for it, or I'd get it and fix it up. It looks like it could be refinished. I don't have any place to put it. When you got one coffee table, you don't need another one, really. It could be used for something. I'm trying to think of something I could use it for. I don't have room. I would like to have it like a little table to put stuff on, but I don't have room out here in the garage for it. I really don't. Can't wait till my brother helps me put up the third bed over here. Yeah, this is nice to hear the birds and it be sunny. Hear a dove over there. I'm just looking around. Wishing it was this way every day. Out. There's a lot of crows over there. Oh, I see why they're chasing a hawk. A small one. That's what it looked like. There's some baby hawks. They're not that big. Well, if they're flying, I don't guess they're really babies, but there's, real young. Real young. Well, let's go inside and have some more coffee. All right, today is Wednesday, February 24th. Currently it's 43 degrees with a high today of 67 degrees. Wow, I'll be burning up. Precipitation, no precipitation today. Humidity 70%, no wind, and air quality is good at 26. So it came down some. It's been high. Of course, tonight is going to be Logan's awesome snack review. So everybody, tune in for that tonight. Today's thumbnail is we had stuff out of the freezer, like these mini taco things, and I had some crab rangoon, and then what else do I have? Oh, some Spanish rice, one of those Uncle Ben's Spanish rice, the ready rice, and it was good. And it was all good and everything, but I just thought today I'd do someone else's picture of dinner, and I picked Joe's, he had baked catfish, and he had a recipe that he posted on the Chef Mike's Homemade Cooking Club of a potatoes recipe. And he fixed them, and I believe he had a salad with it. And I just thought it looked really good. So I'm going to use that today, which you'll see it before I even talk about it. But yeah, Logan's show's tonight. And if you haven't seen it yet, watch the preview show that I did yesterday, and where I show everything that we'll be trying, and I go over all the nutrition facts, because we just don't have time to do that during the show. He likes to talk about lots of things when he's doing the show, so that gives him extra time. I don't know for sure if I'm doing it today or not. I'll try. I've been doing one each day. The next guest host on Kitty's Corner is Chica the cat. And then the next one after that, if I can get it to work right, it's looking down, I'm going to have a horse. It's Kim from Kim Loves Artie's, one of her friends' horses. But it's kind of looking down, so I don't know for sure if how the mouth will work out. I'll try. I only need 8 more questions to be able to do another Ask My Tablet, so let's get them in. That's not many to ask for, so we can get that surely today, and at least do it tomorrow, I'm hoping. So get them questions in your comments. And there's no such thing as a dumb question to me. The dumb thing is if you don't ask your question. You know, that if you have a question, you think, well, it's not, it's dumb. It's more dumb not to ask a question. You know, even into anything, like when you're let's say you're working at a new job, you know, and you think, well, I'm not going to ask this question, it's dumb. And then it could cost you something, you know, you could do something wrong or something, where all you had to do is ask. That's just the way I've always looked at it. When I was in supervision and stuff, I always encouraged them to ask questions, you know, the ones that were under me, that I was responsible for. I made sure that they asked about anything. I always told them there's no such thing as a dumb question. Okay. Today's question is, I asked, I don't know how many days ago it was, but I asked if you ate enough vegetables. How about today, do you eat enough fruit? Now, I always keep some fruit, but it seems like it's mainly for Logan. I don't eat that much of it, and Joy doesn't either, unless it's in a recipe or something, you know. But I don't eat enough. I need to at least eat bananas, but I need to eat more of a variety, you know, myself. But usually we keep oranges and apples and bananas, and I give some to Logan with every breakfast. I give him some fruit with just about every breakfast. At least they got those little cuties, or whatever they used to call halos. Right now, we got them. I think we got a few apples left here, but I need to get some more apples. See, that one's looking kind of, it's still good, I guess, but I need to get some more apples and some bananas right now, and maybe some grapes or something. But that's today's question. Do you eat enough fruit? I would much rather I'm going to try to calm down on the sugar that I take in. And, you know, I know fruit has sugar, but at least it's not processed sugar. You know, that's the way I can look at it is, you know, I would rather be eating a banana that has, you know, natural sugar in it than a candy bar. You know, that's what I'm going to try to be doing myself. My voice still hadn't totally come back. I don't know why. I guess I never give it a rest for one reason. I'm talking to somebody all the time. Even if it's Kitty. And she's in there. She was, when I was getting everything ready for, you know, morning coffee break, she was laying between my legs. I've showed y'all pictures of it and stuff. But when I got up, she was like, "What are you doing? It's not time. Don't get up," you know. And I'm surprised she didn't come in here, but she's waiting on me. She's still laying on the couch. She's waiting on me to come back. Okay, I'm gonna do story time, but I'm also doing something new that's old. I'm bringing back Who Is This? Only I've had to change it. When I originally did Who Is This, and I probably did it for almost a year, and when they changed the rules, what I used to do was I would show baby pictures of celebrities, and then I would tell something about them. You guess who it was, and then the next day I would show the adult pictures. When they changed all the rules about, you know, children and this and that, I was afraid that they would, you know, give me some kind of strike or make it to where I didn't have any comments, you know, couldn't have any comments. And then once I was monetized, I was afraid they wouldn't monetize, you know, those videos. So I actually deleted hundreds of them. And now I'm still wondering, you know, if I was to show baby pictures, even if it was celebrities, I'm afraid they would probably cut my comments off. So I had to change it around a little bit. And basically what I'll do is, like today I'll tell you about just some of the movies or anything I need to tell you about this person. Can be an actor or actress. And I'll just tell you mainly what movies they were in. And you just guess in the comments, just put down who you think it is. Then tomorrow I will show a picture of that person. And I'll do another one. You know, today I'm just starting. This is the only reason I'd have one. So like tomorrow I'll show you the picture of who it was and maybe say something about it. And then I'll do another one. So each day we'll just have one. See, I did quite a few. And, you know, you would have to keep up with it and guess this was so-and-so this in your comments. So I'm just going to do one to make it simple. And besides, I'm going to be doing it on morning coffee break, which is kind of a variety show for me. Always has been. I used to do, when I first started, I used to do the morning show that would last an hour. It just got to be too much, you know, for everyone to watch that much. So I split things up. Segments that were in it, started doing separately. Like, I think I did Who Is This separately. And I even had morning devotions in with it, so I did it separately and stuff. And made it a little bit easier to watch, you know. So, I think I'll go ahead and tell you this and then do story time last. So, it's time for Who Is This? I can't remember exactly how I did that. I'll try to remember how I used to say it. It was something like that. Who is this? Or something. I have to look at. I don't think I have any of the old videos when I did it. But I did something like that. Some kind of deep voice. Don't know if my voice can handle it now. So, this person, let make sure I didn't mess up on anything. During morning coffee break, I will give hints of an actor or actress, and viewers say who they think it is in their comment. Next day, I'll show the pic of who it was from the day before, then I'll do another one. Today, this guy is really funny. He overacts a little bit, but he's really funny, and he's been in some. When I was looking at the movies he's been in, I was amazed how many there was, and then I remembered them, as I saw him. But here's some. I mean, he's hilarious. Like I said, he's been in stuff like Dumb and Dumber, and of course Dumb and Dumber 2. The Mask. Y'all remember The Mask? That was a crazy movie. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and then there was another Ace Ventura movie. Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He was the Grinch. And there's many more. Liar, Liar, Yes Man. I can just go on and on. I mean, there's many of them, but that's who it is, and you let me know who you think it is in your comments, and then tomorrow I'll show you some pictures or picture, either one of this person. So that's Who Is This? It was something like that, yeah. Joy will probably remember. She used to say that was funny. I would say. Okay, now it's time for story time. See, I'm fixing to, sooner or later I'm going to run out of stories until I can remember more. So that's another reason I decided to start with Who Is This? Okay, I've mentioned lots of times that we had horses. And which one did I say we're going to do? This one? Let me make sure which one I said I was going to do. I think it was, okay, yeah. We had them boarded at some stables, and I've showed pictures and stuff. And, you got to take care of your horses. You've got to clean their hooves. They'll start having problems with their hooves and stuff. And when we started this, when we started getting horses, we didn't know anything. We just knew we wanted to have some horses, and so we had to learn things, the hard way. You make mistakes, but when you make a mistake with a horse, it could hurt you or someone else if you don't know what you're doing. So that we had a lot of guidance from the owner. They were great, and the people that worked there, they were great to help us learn. But they weren't always there, every time you were there. So they had stalls that you could take your horse up in to wash him, groom him or her, and and clean the hooves and this and that. Well, they were all being used. So I had to tie Ace off, the black horse. He was a racking horse. I had to tie him off in the, I guess you call it hallway, or, down through there where all the, stalls were. I had to tie him off, on the side there to clean his hooves. Well, that wasn't a good place because, see, he had the wall on the other side of him. When you do it in the stall, you have these chains that you hook up to their, bridle, and they can't. They can only move around so much, but you've got space on each side of them. Well, I had him up against the wall, so when I was cleaning his hoofs, doing his hoofs, he moved. And I was too close, really. My left foot was like underneath him. Well, when he did, and he weighed probably 1,500 pounds, he stepped on my left foot, I believe it was. Let's see. Yeah, he stepped on it, and really, it basically was my big toe was the worst hit. And I think it was, he used his, what it is he used his right one and stepped, yeah, it was on my left foot. It wasn't his left foot. It was his right one. But he moved over. And when he did, it stepped right on there. And, I mean, I felt it flatten out, my toe, just flat. And then when I tried to get him off, you know, I kind of shoved him with my shoulder. Instead of just taking his foot off, his hoof off of me, he went like this with it. Well, when he did that, that was it. I mean, it broke it. And it was bloody. It was all messed up. And back then, I didn't go to the doctor. I was like, what are they going to do, you know? I just taped it to my other toe, you know, taped them together to where it wouldn't like move around that much. And cleaned it up, of course, and everything, put antibiotic and stuff on it. But I was stubborn, you know. Back then I wouldn't go to the doctor that much, or you know, unless something happened to me, you know, which did lots of times. But anyway, you know, also there, like I emphasized, that you have to take care of your horses. Well, there was a lot of horses out there that I don't know why the people even had a horse, because they never came out there. Never. And the people that own the stables, they're not going to do everything for your horse. That's up to you. They'll feed it and clean its stall every so often. You know, make sure it's got food and water. That's their responsibility, is all, really. And they will clean the stall, but the stalls actually need cleaned more than they did it. You know, they just did it probably like once a week or something like that. Well, we did ours at least 3 times a week, cleaned them out, you know. And but these people, they wouldn't come, and their horses never got any attention. I mean, the only attention they got is when they would clean their stalls, and they would take them out, you know, put them in the the bay, you know, and clean their stall out and put them back in. They never got to go out in the field or anything, in the paddocks, nothing. And so what happens is horses get bored, and what they start doing is what they call cribbing. They'll start chewing on the wood in the stalls, different places. And from what I understand, when they chew on the wood, it kind of releases some type of, almost like a gas that's in the wood. I guess that's the way I understood it. And if certain woods were more apt to do that, I think pine was one of them. And it's like they got high or something off of it. You could watch them. You could watch them do it, and they would just be kind of like, after that, I guess they were so bored they wanted something to do, and they just started doing that, and it made them, I guess, feel good. But besides it tearing up the, you know, chewing up the wood and stuff, it wasn't good for them either. And but there was quite a few. I mean, we would try to give them some attention, but you know, they wouldn't let us take their other people's horses out without their permission and put them out to let them run with our horses, you know, because we'd put all 3 of ours out, and they would just have a good old time. And we'd stay there, or either we'd leave and come back, you know, leave them out half the day or all day and come back and put them back up, you know. Or we would just stay a certain amount of time, you know, just sit there and watch them do other things, and then put them back up. If we couldn't come back, you know, we would just go ahead and stay for a couple hours and then put them back up. But like I said, we tried to give some of them attention, at least pet on them, you know, talk to them and stuff. But I don't know if these people just wanted to have a horse to say they had one, because, you know, they never even had their hooves, you know, done or anything. You know, they have to cut so much of them off after a while and do them and reshoe them and stuff. never hardly had any of that done, and they would start having problems. And, you know, it was just much cheaper to do, you know, to take care of them than it would be to have a vet bill, because vets are very expensive for horses. And so I never understood why these people, why didn't they just sell the horse or something? But that's basically today's. I've got several of them from the, you know, from when we had horses. I got at least one or two more stories. But you know, it was a good time that we had them, but it got to be too expensive. Started having financial issues, and we had to sell them. And I think we sold one, or, you know, let the owner of the stables have one of them for the money we owed him. One of the Appaloosas. And then we sold Ace to a Amish couple that came and got him, which we were glad to see that, because he would be used, he would be used, you know, for horse and buggy and stuff, and he could do that because he was a racking horse and stuff. So he was also trained to be able to do that, but I never did do that with him. Never used a buggy with him. But so we were glad to see that. And the other one, Billy, was so young, he'd just been broke, and I rode him one time. And I don't remember, I think they ended up using him for a school horse. They had lessons, they probably still do, on horse riding from their college here, from our university. And they did it up there. So I think Billy got to be in with those, which were well took care of. And they got plenty of attention from students and stuff. So they all worked out good to where we weren't, you know, worried about them. But I guess Ima did too, because we sold Ima to the owner. So both Ima and Billy got to be school horses, which was great. They got plenty of exercise and stuff. So I think that's going to be it for today's morning coffee break, everybody. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Hope you enjoy the new segment, Who Is This? That's how I did it, I think. Something like that. All right, everybody. I'll be seeing you later on doing something or other. Maybe a kitty's corner, I'm hoping. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later on. God bless.